everybody, how you doing? And of course, you're here greeted by Rasa the dancer. And what I want to give you today is 5 tips on how to make time to achieve your goals. I realize that a lot of you might have dreams and aspirations or some sort of goals that you want to achieve or something you want to go for. But a lot of the time you look at your schedules or you look at your time and you just don't seem to know how to find time to do those things. Well, first thing I'm gonna say is that I truly believe in this thing, that if you do not do it, if you cannot find time to do it, that means you don't actually want it that bad. When you really want something, and I mean really want something, you will find time. Even if that means sacrificing everything, but if it's something you truly want, you will find time to do it. But sometimes we need guidance. We need guidance how to start. We need guidance how to go through things in order to go for that thing that we really want. And hence why this video is being made by me. I've been through a lot of things in my life, and I feel like I found certain things that help me go for the things that are important in my life. So I am about to share with you those 5 tips. So stick around and hopefully it will make an impact in your life too. Okay, my tip number 1, how to make time. Stop watching episodes and movies. Unless what you want to achieve, the movies and episodes can somehow help you. But what happens to most of us? We get hooked on series, so we binge watch, is that the right word? Or there's new releases in movies, so we watch a movie. It's normal. We're humans. We want to be part of the society. We want to be entertained. I love movies. I watch them myself. But I promise you that now I'm very careful on picking what I want to see. And I do not have a habit anymore, which I used to watch while eating, or to watch an episode before going to sleep, or to watch an episode while cooking. Every time now I think that I have time to watch an episode, I think that means I have time to do something else. So I remind myself what my dreams are and what are the things that I need to do to achieve my dreams. Maybe I need to read a specific book that would broaden my knowledge about certain things that I need to do. Maybe I need to, in my case, I am a dancer. Maybe I just need to spend half an hour more learning a new turn pattern or some sort of footwork. Maybe I need to listen to more music instead of watching an episode. And again, as I say, I do watch movies and I do watch episodes, but not every day. Not like we are used to, coming back home, switching on TV and immersing ourselves in something. Do you know what I mean? So have a think whether you are that kind of person who has specific times when they like to eat and watch something, whether you like to watch an episode before going to sleep. If you do that, that means you cannot say you don't have time to do something else. An episode is minimum 30 minutes. That means you got extra 30 minutes. It's a choice. Okay, my tip number 2 is it's really difficult to do, but if you actually have a dream or ambition or any goal, you have to make that a priority. Hence, one way to make time is to see less of your friends or involve your friends into your dreams, into your vision, so you could spend time with your friends whilst doing something productive towards your goals. Now, the reality is, if you talk to your friends and you say, guys, I have this thing I really want to do, and it's just gonna take some time for me. I promise you, two friends will be supportive. They'll be there with you. They're gonna help you. They will text you now and then saying, hope everything's all right. You text them, you call them, hope you're okay, and it's enough. But don't go every Friday socializing in a pub. Don't go every Saturday to cinema to watch a movie. Any socializing moment that you spend with your friends, that is a time that you could be using for achieving your goals, to doing whatever you need to do. And you're thinking, well, what kind of life is that? Well, then you have to remember what I said in the beginning. Don't say you don't have time. You just don't want it that badly. And it's okay. This video is specifically if you really want something and you just don't know how to make time. I say it's okay to say no to meet a friend. If you explain to them that you have things that you need to do, they will be there for you. If they don't understand it and they think like, what kind of friend are you to not meet them for a coffee? What kind of friend are they that they wouldn't want you to rather spend that time achieving the goals, being the best version you can be? That's all I'm saying. So you gotta talk to your family and friends and say, look guys, we'll see each other less, but I love you the same. Let's call each other. Let's text each other. And of course, birthday, Christmas or whatever, you'll see each other. But just spend a little bit less time thinking about who you need to meet and what you need to do for who. And that will immediately give you more time to do what you need to do. Okay, so we are here now at tip number 3. So this one, it's not a difficult thing to do, but you have to get used to doing it. Regulating your sleep. Some people, like me for example, I'm definitely a night person. Like even if I would go really early to sleep, we'll have minimum 8 hours of sleep and we'll wake up early in the morning in order to be productive, forget about it. I've done it a million times before. I'm useless. Creatively, my mind just doesn't work in the morning. So what I do instead, I make sure I sleep in, but I stay up a little bit later. It might not be the healthiest thing to do, but it's something that really works for me, and I end up doing a lot of creative good work late in the evening. For example, I'm actually making this video pretty late in the evening, especially for you, because this is when my mind started working. And I felt, you know what, I got something to give for my people. But some of you might actually be more productive in the morning. That means you have to regulate your sleep and go to sleep earlier so you could have enough sleep to wake up and do the stuff you need to do in the morning. But you have to have it like a system, like a machine, you know? So you can't just wake up and then like, well, I'm gonna, walk around and watch an episode or something, right? No, you gotta, if you know you're productive in the morning, you gotta be a machine. You wake up, you get your coffee, you get your breakfast if it's so necessary, and off you go. Don't even think about it. You have things to do. Do. You get tired, switch off, but the productive work is done. So that's my tip number 3 for you. Regulate your sleep, whether this way or that way, depending who you are, but that will make a huge impact on how you plan your day. Tip number 4 is very closely connected to tip number 3, and that is organize and keep a schedule. Some of you might be doing this already, but it has to be done to precision. And no matter what, you gotta keep your schedule. Anybody who knows me, they know my phone is like, I can't live without it, only because that's where my schedule is. But don't worry, I got it in the cloud as well. So if I lose my phone, I don't lose my schedule. Just say, I'm organized that much. Anyway, if you have a plan and you write things down, what needs to be achieved today, you won't be able to achieve them all, right? But you will get some stuff done and you'll feel good about yourself. That's great. But if you actually plan your day with the times, then I think it's more useful. If you have any free space suddenly, you end up doing some extra little bits that requires on the internet or something. But in general, if you have times, this hour I will do this hour I will do this hour I have this meeting. If you have everything planned out, what you need to do is super helpful. And then on top of that, if you get a list for every day, the stuff that needs to be done, then of course you'll get some extra stuff done as well, or you'll have some other things to put to the other day. But to having an organized schedule is super important. Otherwise, you kind of end up doing random things and you end up, like being productive, but not really. So you end up doing really like random stuff and still not being able to do what you actually needed to do. So sticking to the schedule is really important. Then you know what is important. You wrote those things first, and only then those little extra things. So you're not gonna be like waking up in the morning and, I don't know, taking out garbage and then realizing, oh no, I had to make an important phone call. Do you know what I mean? So important things first, and then your little bits afterwards. And that definitely helps making time to do the things you need to do to achieve your goals. Finally, tip number 5, really important to make sure you plan what is immediately important, what is extremely important for you internally, and what is just things that you need to do. So for example, something that is immediately important are things like paying bills. Yes, as an example. So if I need to pay bills, that is my number one priority, because if I don't pay my bills, I will be on the street and my dream will be, I don't know, selling my body. It's so bad. I'm so sorry. This is too much. But you understand what I mean. Paying bills is important. So my immediate thing, what I need to do first is to make sure that I can get the money to pay the bills. Then the next most important thing is what internally I need to do in a sense of what is important to me, the goals. So those are my second important things. And only then the important bits, like the things I need to do, like clean my kitchen or organize my wardrobe or, meet somebody. That is like the last what I need to do. There's still things that need to be done. I don't want to live in a messy house. I don't want to not being able to find my clothes, or my clothes have not been washed, so I have nothing to wear. Those are really important things that need to be done, but they're not the ones that I'm going to prioritize, because they are the things that I would be doing to procrastinate, if that's the right word. You know what I mean? So immediate things comes number 1. You gotta make sure those things happen to be a normal citizen of this society. And then of course, you gotta do those important bits that are driven from your goals. And of course, somewhere around those bits, all of the other little things that needs to be done. If you got that planned out, you will make sure that you actually do the important bits first, and only the other ones are left behind, rather than what happens usually, we clean the house and only then we think about our goals. If that makes any sense. This is it. We are done with our top 5 tips. Hopefully they will help you to think about all of the things you've been doing already, and maybe help you out to plan things around to make sure that you go for your goals. Always remember, saying that you don't have time might be true. But then these tips, the ones that I gave you, are the things that might actually help you to shuffle things around, to get those couple of extra hours to start doing something that would help you to get closer to your goals. But even if you shuffle, if you can't find time, well then maybe you need to really eliminate something if it's really, you're going for something you really, really want. I wish you all the best. I know it's not easy, but it has to be done. And in the meantime, what also has to be done is you subscribing to my channel to watch my videos more and more and more. And of course, if you have any tips for people to achieve their goals, to make time to achieve their goals, leave a comment below, and I'm sure a lot of people will appreciate it. In the meantime, goodbye.